What a finish. What a man.
The drum roll finishes, and the target is hit.
And it comes on finals night, and it's a knockout
Andreas Dirty Harrison! Van Velzen!
Combination shots, and it's tops, and it's top she hits for that 101 checkout for Sherrick, and she finds double 18 to take out that 108.
Ashton returns to double 10, finds double 10.
Well, absolutely sensational stuff.
Finds the double 18.
Absolute stunning.
Narrowly finds the 10 and pings the tops. The theory of just...
You don't need to go anywhere. You are in the right place because we are set for a blockbuster Group B. Very good evening. Looking forward to this one. Group B about to get underway, and it is going to be electric. What a lineup we have in store tonight. Scott Mitchell has been replaced by Matthew Edgar. Matt, this is going to be good.
It really will. When you look at the players going into tonight, it's very, very hard to split them. I think they've all got really good, strong qualities, and I don't see anyone dominating this. I don't see anyone coming through this and just sort of winning all their matches and having some comfort in the table. This is going to get sweaty.
Before we take a look at the business in hand, we had a really good session this afternoon on the opening day of Group C. It's a four-way tussle at the top of the table overnight, and Priscilla Steenbergen impressed on debut.
Yeah, she really did. A lot of this comes down to consistency. When you look at Group C, you've got to play 10 matches. You're going to have moments where you really need to peak, but you've got to make sure that that basement doesn't come down too low. And she was excellent throughout today, as was many of the ladies. And one thing that really does stand out for me when we take a look at this Group C is how tight things are. And the fact that Robin Byrne, who, when you look at that group on paper before a dart was thrown, is currently bottom of the table, it makes it really interesting because we know she's got the quality to close that gap, just 2 points away from qualification herself, which means tomorrow it's all to play for.
Yeah, it is perfectly poised. Do join us tomorrow afternoon from 1 o'clock for the conclusion of Group C. Group B, though, about to get underway. Let's take a look at the breakdown for this Women's Week 5. Rhiannon O'Sullivan, the Group A winner, and the winner, of course, of the inaugural Women's Week here at the Modus Super Series. We'll see her on Saturday night. And there we see Group B. Laura Turner, Lorraine Winstanley, and the defending champion Gemma HAYTER are back here at the Live Lounge alongside Fallon Sherrick, who almost won Group A herself. O'Sullivan getting the job done on leg difference alone there. And Lisa Ashton completes the lineup. What a lineup it is, Matt. And Lorraine and Laura may feel like they're up against it. Is that fair to say?
Yes and no, because I think the other three players in the field here who are no doubtably the eye catchers will know the quality that the likes of Lorraine Winstanley possesses. And they've gone up against Lorraine Winstanley for the last 10, 15 years. They're going to know exactly what she's going to be capable of. And the other thing is, Lorraine knows what she's capable of. She's not going to have any fear coming into this. She'll probably expect to make the top three. She's not going to be thinking like maybe the rest of us are, that the top three is a pretty much done deal. It's not a done deal whatsoever. This is wide open.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Write them off at your peril. Let's take a look and see how the bookmakers see things in Group B then. Fallon Sherrick and Gemma HAYTER 7-4 joint favourites, with Lisa Ashton just off them at 2-1. Then there is that gap, Matt. 18-1, 28-1 for Winstanley and Turner. Value?
I totally disagree with what I see here, because there's value all over if you think someone's going to win this group. You can take your pick and you're going to get value. But what I don't agree with those odds is those odds suggest that the top three is done and that there's not really a battle for the three places. It's just what order do they come in. Laura Turner and Lorraine Winstanley can certainly upset that party.
Do gamble responsibly as always. Let's get on with it then. Group B about to get underway. Our opening match of the evening features Laura Turner and Lisa Ashton. Laura Turner playing the underdog, as you will now see when I caught up with her earlier on this evening. Laura Turner, welcome back to the Modus Super Series. You've got a microphone in your hand for now, but they'll be replaced soon by darts. Is it nice to be back playing again?
Always is. Always is nice to come back here and play and, you know, see it from the other side again. It's been a little while since I've been here, but yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it and hope for the best.
We did Champions Week. You've done a World Championship and an ADC Global, and here we are, Women's Week 5, and it's a very tricky group for you. What do you make of it?
I think the guys at the back have stitched me up, to be perfectly honest. No, all jokes aside, honestly, the women's game is just, I've said it so many times, it's in an amazing place. So the fact that I get to compete with, you know, these 4 other women is just absolutely fantastic. And I guess, you know, I've just got to be hopeful that maybe I can play some of my best and catch them a little bit off guard.
And you've elected to come here instead of Las Vegas?
Well, that wasn't actually my election, unfortunately, yes, with 2 small people at home. My husband is in Vegas, but I am more than happy to be here. And yeah, hopefully I can just produce some of my best.
Have you had much time to practice? It's been a packed schedule for you media-wise. Has that given you much time to focus in on playing?
I'll be honest, obviously the run-up, you know, with the Worlds and everything else up to Christmas and into the new year, yeah, the practice was on the back foot. But since then, yeah, I've been back on the hockey. I've been practicing at home. I've gone out to a few local comps as well. So I'm hopeful that I've put in enough work. But obviously it's all on the day. So hopefully it'll just produce today and tomorrow.
If it does happen on the day, are you confident coming back here for Saturday night finals night?
I'd love to. Yeah, I've done this a few times now. I think all bar one time I've managed to make it through to Saturday. But I will say, you know, no disrespect to the other groups I've played in, this feels like the toughest one I've ever been in. So thank you again, guys.
Well, I'm not going to be biased, but very, very best of luck to you. Play well.
Thank you.
Here we go then. Group B about to get underway. Laura Turner feels as though she's been stitched up by the production team in putting her in this stacked Group B. Lisa Ashton, no stranger to this venue. What a legend of the game she is. Laura Turner, also known as number 7 in the Panini PDC World Championship sticker album. Lisa Ashton, 55 from Bolton, the Women's Week 3 champion. All the previous winners are here this week. The third person on stage is once again the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Paul Hinks. Great to see him back here once again. And it's time to get this group underway at last. I've got high expectations for this one, Mr. Edgar.
Well, if you've got high expectations, I don't think you're going to be let down by this group.
Through first. Game on.
But the question really is, are the odds compilers right in their assessment that the top 3 is already done? Or is Laura Turner going to do what she's done on that stage many times before? There's something about the stage here in
60.
Portsmouth that really brings the best out in Laura Turner, certainly in a Group B environment. And essentially she can go up there now. I'm going to say full of confidence looking ahead in this group, knowing there's quality there, but reminded of it very, very early in maybe the rudest of styles there.
What a start from Ashton.
81. $100.
Well, Ashton, this is ominous signs already for Turner, who played county at the weekend. This was a bit of a tune-up, looking to get back into the England setup, she was saying earlier on this evening. And getting some good county form will go a long way in achieving that goal.
100.
But Ashton is firing out of the starting stalls and has left the finish after just 9 darts thrown.
Hitting the ground running and challenging
41.
that early breaker throw.
Lisa Carr, 121.
Turner unable to leave herself on a finish here, so Lisa Ashton, due to the quality here in the scoring phase, has bought herself
57.
some time here for the early break. Slightly through a format as well, we need to remind you, best of 5 legs. So you don't have much time to turn that back around.
44. Lisa Carr, 64.
So Ashton then, time on her side, but she
Each
does
on the
not
first
waste
leg, Lisa
any
Ashton.
time. An opening 14
Second
dart
leg, Lisa to
break
throw
of
first.
throw.
Game on.
And the gauntlet has been laid down.
100.
I suppose the hard thing here for Laura Turner, though, is she came in here playing the I'm the underdog role. She wanted to talk about how good everybody else was in this group. And the problem is,
97.
in that opening leg, she was kind of proven right. It just confirmed everything that she was feeling, whether she believed it or whether she was just
100.
saying things to try and talk down her opportunities, to try and take the pressure off her. It's kind of coming true. Be careful what you wish for.
We're only one leg in,
60.
but Laura's had such a jam-packed schedule through not playing.
55.
Like she sort of admitted in my interview with her earlier, she hasn't had a whole lot of preparation time for this one.
And I've been there recently where you've
100.
not had that preparation time, but you've gone on that stage to try and play. And one thing that happens is when you ask yourself to deliver,
100.
that's when you tend to struggle. When you're in there chipping away and you're going blow for blow, that's fine. But there's always a point in a game where you go, I need to produce something. It might be this starts here right now for Laura Turner. Because if she doesn't produce anything here, Ashton's in a great position to confirm
100.
that break of
Lisa
throw.
Carr, 146.
Does get herself down to a finish, but it is advantage Lisa Ashton. Wanting to stay there, I like that play. Just trying to follow
110.
the dart.
Lolly
This
Carr,
is quality
144.
from Lisa Ashton. Forcing Laura Turner's hand here at a big checkout. 2 trebles was required, but not that one.
Ashton then
42.
back
Lisa Carr,
to
36.
convert. Double 18. Great marker. That's not a disaster.
Game shot
And
on the
that's
second
why.
leg, Lisa Ashton.
Ashton doubles her lead.
Third leg, Laura to throw first.
These are
Game
ominous
on.
signs for Laura Turner. Doesn't get any easier for her either. She's back in match number 3 where she faces Gemma HAYTER, who of course beat Lisa Ashton in that
97.
memorable WADC Tour final not too long ago. But Ashton is
140.
flying.
Just settled, isn't she? Playing with really good rhythm, got really good feel. And that first dart for Lisa Ashton just feels like it's always in the treble 20. Where for Laura Turner, it just feels like
28.
she's trying to figure it out. She's still looking for range. But she may not have long left to do it.
81.
Well, that is why Lisa Ashton is a 4-time BDO world champion. The current
100.
women's match play champion as well. An absolutely glittering CV.
140.
Well, there was a danger just a couple of years ago, wasn't it? That it felt like Lisa Ashton was coming to the end of her career. It was tailing off. She had those injury concerns, as you mentioned. Women's World Match Play in the World Championship.
100.
And the
Lisa
level
Carr,
she's producing here
140.
suggests that 2026 could be a very interesting watch for Lisa Ashton.
It could be all over here. Double 10.
120.
What a performance this is turning out to be. All Laura Turner can do now is try and force Ashton into an error.
60. Lisa Carr, 20.
The way Lisa has gone about her business, that error surely will not arrive. Double 5.
10.
Now then.
Lolly Carr, 116.
Hardest thing to do, isn't it, to get that match-winning double, especially at the start of a new group campaign. When you're battling for positions, a chance here. Treble required for Laura. Treble not found by Laura, so another opportunity for
60.
Lisa Ashton, another handful
Lisa
of
Carr,
darts
10.
to get the first 2 points of this group.
Gains on the match.
And there
Lisa
it is,
Ashton.
in emphatic fashion. Lisa Ashton is on a roll, a whitewash win over Laura Turner to lay down an early marker in this super competitive Group B. Almost 94 average. What a start to the group. After the break, Lorraine Winstanley faces Fallon Sherrock. Welcome back. Lisa Ashton throwing down the challenge before the break with an opening 3-0 win over Laura Turner, averaging just shy of 94. How will Fallon Sherrock respond? And facing Lorraine Winstanley here, the Women's Week 2 semi-finalist. Pretty much seen it all in this sport. Fallon has really grown into this week. Threatened to win Group A, almost did, lost out on leg difference to Rhian O'Sullivan. But there were signs there that Fallon was certainly getting back to her best. Can she go on to produce the goods? We're about to find out. But Matthew Edgar, that was seriously impressive from
First
Lisa
leg,
before
Lorraine
the break.
through first. Game on.
Yeah, very impressive, Lisa Ashton. Great start to her campaign here in Group B. And if you're Fallon Sherrock sitting in the back room watching that, you don't be fearful of what you saw from Lisa Ashton. You find
41.
it as an inspiration. And you should be able to draw on what's happened there and go, well, Lisa's been here all week. She's up, she's running, and she's started this evening well. She's got the feel. These new
59.
girls coming in haven't got the feel for it. They're going to find it out. They're going to be a little bit edgy potentially in these early games. Fallon could follow in the footsteps quite well here
100.
of what we've just seen from that performance of Lisa Ashton.
Lorraine Winstanley, simply marvellous player in her own right. The
96.
2017 World Masters winner. Came close to becoming world champion in 2019 as well. Ran into an inspired Mikuru Suzuki in the final.
26.
Slightly slow away in this match. Fallon finding a treble and another. And another.
180.
Well, just like that performance from Lisa Ashton, Fallon Sherritt finding a 180 in the opening leg. Maybe there is something to go for the old John Part school of thinking, which suggests that the players who have played on the
41.
stage will have an advantage. The old World Championship in the 96-player format. You'd always get one player in the second round making their first game and someone who'd already been on the stage. And
140.
John Part used to famously say all the time he favours the player who's had the time on the stage in the recent times. That would be Lisa Ashton in game one. In this one, it would be Fallon Sherritt, and right now,
57.
say
Following the car,
John
26.
Part would be the darting Einstein.
Always a risk when leaving double 13. Looking just above now.
No score.
But we'll be back for double 13 after that slip. As you can see the funny side. Winstanley not yet on a finish.
And that's when you can see the funny side. When your opponent is back on 2-3-6. It's
41.
not as funny,
Following
though,
the
when
car,
they're sat ready to
26.
strike and you've missed that opportunity to break. But the opportunity repositions itself here for Fallon Sherritt, and this
on the
time
first leg,
she
Fallon
gets
Sherritt.
over the line and gets that breaker throw.
Second leg, Fallon to through first. Game on.
Fallon herself has been super busy of late. Had a bit of a torrid time at Q School. Was brave to stay there, but reaped the rewards of doing so.
Maybe she just really likes Paul Hinks calling the 180 and thought, I'm not missing this
41.
opportunity to have a go at this.
Exactly, who doesn't? Who doesn't love a Hinks 180?
That was an interesting little reaction there from Fallon, wasn't it? Little
42.
dink of the head when she missed the first start of the treble, which tells you in her mind she was already thinking potentially 9-darter. And you don't have those thoughts unless you feel good.
81.
So maybe a little tell there for Fallon Sherritt about where she is mentally right now in this contest.
Yeah, that's sort of where I was going after having that torrid time at Q School, straight to here, and has
140.
got better day after day. And you can see Sherrick really coming back into a high level of form.
77.
Yeah, it's
Following the
completely
car,
on the par, wasn't it, for
139.
Fallon Sherritt? There's no two ways about it. There's no sugarcoating it. The performance wasn't what you'd expect of Fallon in that Q School campaign. It just goes to wonder, does she put too much pressure on herself going into
99.
Q School? And if that is the case, when you look at the landscape of ladies' darts in 2026, we know Bo Greaves is going to go compete now on the professional tour. There's an opportunity here for Fallon to reposition herself as the top female
41.
player.
Following the car, 40.
For 2-0.
Getting shot on the second leg.
Minimum
Fallon
of
Sherritt.
fuss. And currently, Fallon Sherrick
Third leg,
is
Lorraine to
averaging
through first.
100.
Game on.
She's done so already this week, averaging 103 when beating Lisa Ashton.
One of them, 40.
Much better from Lorraine Winstanley. Posing the question. Looks as though Fallon Sherrick has the answers thus far.
100.
You used the word electric. I used the word quality when describing this group, and Well, they're delivering, aren't they, in the very early stages of this? And we've still got Gemma HAYTER to come next.
100.
Electric quality.
All quality electric.
81.
Yeah, Gemma HAYTER up next against Laura Turner.
43.
Fallon yet to win a Women's Week here. She was the runner-up in the first Women's
61.
Week, losing out to Rhiannon O'Sullivan 3-2. Fallon will also be thinking that she should be the women's match play champion.
100.
She missed 11 match starts to win it.
There's a lot of people think they should win a game if they have a match start, or if they have 2 match
96.
starts. But if you have
Well,
11,
car 118.
I think you'd be fair in that assumption that maybe you should have got over the line. Could be a dart here for Lorraine Lynn Stanley. It will be a dart at tops.
Game shot on the third
Fine
leg.
check
Lorraine
out there for
Winstanley.
Lorraine Winstanley to get herself into this contest. Sometimes you
Fourth
need
leg
those
finds
little
reverse
settlers
burst.
because
Game
they
on.
do 2 things. One, they give you the boost. Well, it's just putting that seed of doubt in your opponent's mind. And in this short format game, Fallon's mind could very quickly switch to, I've got to get the job done
60.
here in this leg. Because if not, Lorraine's going to be throwing for the match.
An opening visit of just 60 as well for Sherrick. So there is
100.
a glimmer of hope for Winstanley.
59.
And again, Sherrick comes up trebleless. After threatening to run away with this match, is in danger of really being embroiled into a battle
100.
here with Winstanley.
$137.
Well, that was just perfectly timed, that for Fallon Sherrick, wasn't it? That was the moment where you just start to see the match turning. You can start to feel it changing up there, where panic can set in. However,
60.
not on that occasion for Fallon. Finds 2 trebles and regains control. I think that's probably a word I'd use for this Fallon Sherrick performance so far.
59.
Composure.
Very much so. Averaged is dipped slightly, still in the 90s.
83.
This has been a display of resilience from Winstanley in the past couple of legs.
Doesn't like that one though, does she? The way it's just kicked up and blocked the treble.
96. Well, your
Switch
car
does leave it
158.
handy. Questions asked once again of Lorraine Winstanley. She's just taken out 118 in the previous leg. Won't get a dart here, which means Fallon Sherrick's going to get a chance to join Lisa Ashton in the winner's
43.
enclosure here.
Fallon
in the early
Newcar,
goings of Group
90.
B.
Match start incoming then at the bull. And the
Getting shot on the
bull
match,
is
Fallon Sherrick.
dispatched. Fallon Sherrick responds to Lisa Ashton's early marker with a 3-1 win over Lorraine Winstanley, who is defiant with a 118. But it's Sherrick that gets the win with a 92 average. This has been great darts from Ashton and Sherrick. What will we see from Gemma HAYTER? We'll find out after the break.
Are you ready to lift that trophy, Darius? Yes. Let's do it then. Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series 9 champion is Lucky D, Darius Labanowski!
Well, what a wonderful night of darts we have seen, and we are ready. Our champion is ready, and it's trophy time. So receive the trophy. £25,000.
The new Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And one more time, the 8th Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And the new Modus Super Series champion is Andreas Dirty Harrison. And one more time, the 7th Modus Super Series champion. Give it up for Andreas Dirty Harrison.
The moment we've all been waiting for. Would you please show your appreciation for your Series 6 Modus Super Series champion, Scott Taylor?
One more time, your new Modus Super Series champion. He is Chucky. He is Jim McEwen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series champion, retaining his title, the Luke Ledlow!
Welcome back. So, Lisa Ashton, opening win, 94 average. Fallon Sherrick, opening win, 92 average. Now it is the turn of the defending champion, Gemma Hayter. Not just Women's Week 4 winner, but the current WADC Tour champion as well. Hayter facing Laura Turner as the first competitor in Group B to have her second match of the session. Hayter from just down the road in Gosport. Turner a bit further up the road from Byfleet. Doesn't get any easier for Laura now. Hayter had a fantastic 2025 of that, there is no doubt. And she'll be looking to kickstart her 2026 by defending her crown here at the Modus Super Series. But this group has promised so much and is thus far delivering. And there's still a long, long way to go.
First leg, Gemma to throw first. Game on.
I feel like we just saw something very specific there, though, Sam. Gemma Hayter's weight of dart was 20.04 grams.
100.
I wonder how you go into the shop and ask for that. Could I have a 20.04, please?
Or a set of Gemma Hayters.
I wonder if there's anyone out there, because I'd love to get some Gemma Hayter darts, but they're a little bit
22.
too light. I could do with 20.09.
You can really tell the difference. They certainly work. A treat for
60.
Gemma Hayter.
So we're going to go back to Professor Part's analogy there when he talked about having experience on the
100.
stage. are all experiences good? If you're Laura Turner coming back here for the second match of the night after losing 3-0 and not getting a dart at a double, do you come up here with
60.
having that advantage going up against the likes of Gemma Hayter? I would say it's possibly a disadvantage.
Well, you could say, is this the best time, though, to face Hayter? As you say before,
100.
she sort of got her eye in. But she's had so much success on this stage in particular as Gemma Hayter. Is there really ever a good time to face her?
81.
No, would be the blunt answer, really, wouldn't it? Gemma Hayter's been on nothing but upwards trajectory. Progression all the time in the Gemma Hayter game.
100.
Since once again picking darts up and being inspired by the development of the ladies' game. Had a debut, didn't she, at the World Championship this year, where, to start with, it looked like Josh Rock was just going to blow her away and it was going to be clear sailing. But as the game went on, Gemma Hayter started to worry Josh Rock in that match.
Yeah, she absolutely did. Won a set, which she was good value for.
99.
And pushed Rock all the way, and a couple of the others as well. Really encouraging. Hayter also went to Q School
137.
last week.
What are your car?
She'll be
80.
playing on a few of the Challenge Tour events throughout the year. It's Turner, who now has to turn her attention to the centre of the board and can't find the outer ball.
11. Gemma, your car? 22.
And Gemma now has the chance to hold,
Getting shown
and
the
does
first
so.
leg, Gemma Hayter.
Finding double 11.
Second leg, Laura.
There's a bit of a half chance for Turner there.
Well, that's all you're going to get tonight, isn't it? Half chances, and you're going to make the most of them. But I find it interesting what you were saying there about Gemma Hayter and the opportunity she's got this year in regards to the Challenge Tour as well. Because
134.
she's not gone to the Challenge, she's here. The Challenge Tour starts this weekend. So I think that gives us a real good indication into where it lies in Gemma Hayter's priority list this year. I think it's a bonus for her, but I don't think it's something she's going to actively pursue, and I don't think it's something she's going to make time for. I think it's, if all the stars align, I'll go to the Challenge Tour. But
45.
She's certainly not missing Women's Week here at the Super Series to go play the Challenge Tour.
Yeah, clearly wanting to defend her crown here. And I suppose that's the
83.
advantage of maybe not having a tour card. You can pick and choose your competitions, your routes. Last year, of course, she did the double at Chelsea, winning the England Masters and the Classic as well.
81.
Won a couple of Women's Series events back in 2024.
Well, Gemma Hayter could be on a very interesting journey in 2026 because she's already actively said on her social media that she intends to play in some of the WDF events this year. And you would undoubtedly say she's going to find success on those WDF tours. Maybe looks at the landscape of darts now and thinks, well, Bo Greaves has gone to the PDC.
95.
She can't go to Lakeside now. She can't go and pick up that Women's World Championship, which means there is a World Championship sat there waiting for someone to come and take. And right now,
60.
it is a
What are
very
your car?
open field where you
146.
could pick any of them. If Gemma Hayter went in that field, you'd make a favourite.
I think that assessment is absolutely spot on.
60.
It would, however, mean Gemma Hayter wouldn't be able to return to Alexandra Palace.
41.
So his
What are your car? 86.
potential for sporting decisions, financial decisions. But these are decisions and options that maybe players wouldn't have had a few years ago. As Turner, it's another chance here. Electing
54.
not to go the bullseye route. She'll be back for double 16 to register her first leg of the
60.
evening.
What are your car? 32.
So then, double 16.
Getting shown the second
Look
leg.
at that.
What a Turner.
One dart at double. and it's found
Third leg, Gemma
with a
through
plum.
first. Game
That's the real Laura Turner.
on. 135.
Always nice when you land that first double as well. Give it first start. No messing around. Give yourself something to bank, something to be confident in when you know the doubles are working. Because players do, rightly or
85.
wrongly. I would say wrongly, break the game down into two sections. I have a scoring game and I have a finishing game. My scores work, but my doubles didn't. And breaking one match down into
41.
two ultimately just gives more opportunity for things to go wrong.
Maybe this is proving to be the best time to
30.
face Gemma Hayter. She hasn't been able to emulate the form showed by Ashton and Sherrick
96.
so far. This is just her opening match of the week, of course. Ashton and Sherrick already having the benefit of a Group A campaign under their belts.
$100.
But where with Group B, you always feel you've got an opportunity. You also feel the jeopardy. Laura Turner,
84.
the first player to have a second game on that stage. If she was to lose this, you're going to have to sit back then and watch the other four players all have opportunities to pick up points, where she can do nothing about it.
85. Gemma Car 145.
That's where you just sort of got to set yourself out of points tally. I need to get this many points. It doesn't matter which games they come in. But we know it doesn't work like that.
95.
Players follow the tables, they track everything, they work out the legs won, everything. Because it's so much easier when you're sat in this chair. Or that chair. No preference of which chair right
41.
here.
Gemma Car 50.
Hayter then for 2-1.
Game shown the third leg,
100%
Gemma Hayter.
on the outer ring has continued in this match.
Fourth leg, Laura through first. Game on.
I feel as though Gemma Hayter isn't wholly happy about her performance so far, but she's 2-1 up. Doubling has been sublime, as is this from Turner.
140.
And you can just see like the fidgety nature, can't you? There we go with Gemma Hayter, because when you feel like things are a little bit off,
132.
it doesn't matter if the darts are going well, it doesn't matter if the results are going well. If you don't feel comfortable within that throw, if you feel you're doing something fundamentally wrong in the release of the dart, you never truly build that
60.
confidence. I think that's what we saw there in that opening dart.
You mentioned the release. Look at the grip. Is she even gripping the barrel? It almost looks as like she's throwing from
55.
the top of the point.
Absolutely, and the closer to the point that you grab, the quicker the dart will travel through the air because the weight is behind the grip, which normally will start to
81.
have a more narrow arc towards the dartboard. But you just see with Gemma Hayter there's just that little bit of lift. So because of that, the tendency will be that the dart will
60.
kick. The dart will go left, so she's more prone to hitting fives, certainly high above the treble, and the dart can often kick where the flight's going to kick to the right and the point to the left. That will be the common patterns of Gemma's game.
43.
It wasn't the 5 she drifted
63.
into there, it was the 1, but rescues the visit with the treble 19. However, Turner with a 1 or 2 treble visit here will be favourite to send this match to a last leg decider.
99.
Hayter now needs to force the issue. Is in the process of doing so.
100. Car
That's
78.
probably the minimum requirement. Turner 78 for 2 apiece. Has to stay straight now. Was straight, but it was a bit of a flyer.
Well,
from 60, she's only found 1 point, left herself on 59. Made an absolute mess of that one, and Gemma Hayter could clear this up. 2 well-thrown darts right on the wire. Can Laura Turner save this situation? This 19 doesn't feel too safe right now.
It is safe. It's a marker, and the marker did its job. Laura got there in the end.
Fifth and final leg, Gemma to throw
We
first.
go all the way for the first time tonight. First time in this group. Last leg decider. HAYTER has the darts.
60.
But hasn't found a treble.
Well, the roulette players out there may be seeing patterns here. First game, 3-0 Lisa Ashton against the darts. Second game, 3-1 Fallon Sherrick against the darts. So by 0-1-2, we'd assume that Laura Turner wins this one 3-2, right? That's how patterns work.
58.
If only it were that simple. You wouldn't need to work. You'd win your money on the roulette table.
I love doing my 28 hours work a day.
85.
This last leg is really nip and tuck.
100.
Nice level ton from Gemma there.
Doesn't have the vibe, does it, of an early group game?
42.
Almost feels like every shot is so important right now, and that's just because that almost desperation that we're drawing at the moment from the players' body language.
44.
Maybe very well aware of the likes of Lisa Ashton and Fallon Sherrick in this group performing well, that it makes these head-to-head clashes feel more critical.
Don't forget, of course, 3 from 5 qualify from this group
60.
for finals night on Saturday. And with another, HAYTER will feel like she is in business here.
125.
The last start of the visit was slightly wild, but a good visit nevertheless.
Gemma Yukar, 140.
Good use of the board, just not the application there, giving Gemma Hayter a little bit of time. Time she's going to need. The time makes this the luxury of
24.
a set-up shot, but doesn't use it well. And again, a symbolisation that that release is completely off, suggesting everything at the moment is coming late for Gemma Hayter, just holding on to the dart a bit too long, not letting gravity do its job, trying to place the dart within the board.
59. Gemma Yukar, 90.
Well, Turner couldn't quite believe neither of those first 2 darts went into the treble, but HAYTER now with another match dart.
60.
The ever awkward double 15. And what a way this would be to win the match. Never threatening. And HAYTER
40. Gemma Yukar, 30.
has a decision to make here. Split or straight at it? Straight at it, straight in.
Gemma Hayter.
And it's a win for Gemma Hayter by 3 legs to 2. It was better from Laura Turner. Worried HAYTER in parts, but Gemma gets the win by the narrowest of margins. Held the nerve well there. 74 average for HAYTER. After the break, Lisa Ashton returns to face Lorraine Winstanley.
You will be disappointed with that. He wanted to have
Graham
one dart.
requires 20.
Graham Usher wins the first game of Champions Night, and it was an absolute ripper. He hit one of them on tops. He missed one on double 12. Which one is it? It's the hit.
outside opportunity for Andy Hamilton. Van der Velde should be getting a match start again here. He's already had one. Mr. Dart at tops for the match to win 4-1. And the Dart at double 16 gets the job done there for Jurgen van der Velde. He gets over the line with a 4-2-6.
Did he go for tops or did he just overshoot the single? Jimmy doesn't care. Jimmy just looks to eat this up, to make the semi-finals for the second time. Adam Kaplas has been eliminated. Keep us guessing. This time he's trying to leave double 18. He knows best, and he takes the lead. He is 2 darts away from a Super Series final. He's 1 dart away. He doesn't need any more darts. Jeff Smith makes the Series 11 final. Is Usher losing his cool a little bit here?
Oh, absolutely. Right now, I'd say the head's gone. And you don't have long to recover. It is very, very short format darts. Vansky's halfway to victory.
He only needs 1 more. Jimmy Vansky is yet again into a Modus Super Series final.
Flashback vibes. Can Jimmy Vansky do the same? Just needs the 1 treble here on the 19s. Finds it. For the ball.
101.
Oh, unlucky. A lot of pressure on it. He's going to split it. 2 darts for double 4 for the match.
Game. Shot. And the Modus Super Series 11 champion, Jeff Smith. Game, shots, and the match.
From 3-0 down, he now has 2 darts. Only needs 1. Henry Coates.
He was favourite going into the night, and that's the reason why Adam Savada.
So double 16 for the match, and he finds it.
This two. And Stein declare. And he finds tops.
Series 13 is going to be lucky for someone this year. We return on Monday morning for the opening week of Series 13, and there we see the lineup. Former series champions Conan Whitehead and Jim McEwen return, as well as our rising star Henry Coates. David Owens, off the back of the previous series champions week, also returns, as well as debutant George Killington. Daniez also is back. Adam Savada, fresh from his appearance at the World Championship as well, is in a very appetising Group B. It starts Monday morning, 9:30. As always, we go again. And it's on we go in Women's Week 5, Group B. Lisa Ashton, the pick of the performances so far tonight in her opening win over Laura Turner. How will she back that up? She faces Lorraine Winstanley, who is also now off the back of a defeat after falling to Fallon Sherrock 3-1. Did have a moment, though, with a nice 118 checkout. But if Lisa Ashton is in the same form which she displayed earlier on tonight,
game on.
Lorraine will be up against it. There's no two ways about it, Matthew Edgar.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it'd be very, very easy and very, very lazy to sit here and say Lisa Ashton was the best performer of the opening fixtures, because you could do so. You could just stat yourself to that. You could say Lisa Ashton averaged 93.94, and that's despite missing 6 darts O double. She was a comfortable 3-0 winner against her opponent, who didn't have a single dart O double in the match. So you could quite easily stat yourself to that assessment. But for me, it's not about that. It was about the way she did it, the style she did it, the flow she had, the confidence striding around the stage. She looked like from the very first dart she thrown, she was going to win that match 3-0. And I just look at Lisa Ashton tonight, the way that she's carrying herself. She is full of confidence.
180.
Need we say anything else, really?
Is it me, or is Lisa Ashton throwing quicker than normal?
I mean, it's not Ricky Evans, but there's certainly a fantastic pace about it. Now looking at treble 17, will she go for it?
81.
No.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Nice sensible play there from Lisa Ashton. You don't have as many stars on the shirt as she's got if you get tempted by temptation.
123. Lisa Carr 40. Getting shown the first leg,
And
Lisa
once again,
Ashton.
Lisa Ashton is on fire.
Second leg, Lorraine to throw first. Game on.
13 dart leg to open up this match. You just see the aura about Ashton at the moment.
81.
Confidence bursting. And straight back with a big visit.
85.
And the year is young. We're just getting into the start of the season, and the start of the women's season will be starting very, very soon, just a couple of weeks' time, when the women's series kicks off in Hildesheim. What a time to be finding this sort of form if you're Lisa Ashton. A win here at the Super Series against some of your biggest rivals, just a couple of weeks out from the start of the season,
43.
could be quite the key to give her a very good start to the year.
Where she will be looking to add to her 18 women's series event wins.
100.
Not a bad CV, is it, the one of Lisa Ashton?
180.
Say that again. 4 stars on the back of the shirt there, signifying 4 world titles. Women's match play. 18, as we mentioned, women's series
60.
events. The week here, 5 Grand Slam appearances. Don't forget as well, World Seniors semi-finalist.
Lorraine Carr 120.
First ever female player to win a PDC Tour card. Just getting a bit messy here for Lorraine at the wrong time.
Lisa Carr 134.
That will feel like a bonus shot here for Lisa Ashton.
Oh, this is absolutely
102.
scintillating stuff.
Lorraine Carr 117.
And this is ominous signs for not just her Group B rivals, for also Rhiannon O'Sullivan. Well, look at this from Winstanley.
97. Lisa
Threatening
Carr
the 117
32.
after a 118 earlier. Ashton in this sort of form has to step across, just gets awkward slightly.
No
now
score.
then,
Lorraine Carr 20.
after running out of superlatives almost, Winstanley can bring us level. Despite a peculiar visit earlier in the leg, it's Lorraine's turn to shimmy across the oche, but she finds the double.
Getting shot on the second leg. Lorraine Winstanley.
Once again,
Third leg, Lisa
an act
through
of
the
defiance
first.
from
Game on.
Lorraine there.
First setback, though, we've seen for Lisa
100.
Ashton. The first time she's missed something. What's the reaction going to be? Well, looks like more of the same with that consistency for Lisa Ashton around the treble.
I suppose with
43.
the pace with which she plays at Ashton, doesn't exactly give her much time to dwell.
43.
And that's why some people do play at pace. Quite often when they first start out and they're playing in the clubs or nowadays academies, that get a bit nervy, a bit shaky. They don't like seeing that flight
60.
wobble, which ultimately the easiest way to do that is just speed up. And when that starts, speed up. And that's how we end up with
54.
some really quick players.
Credit to Winstanley, though. Much like she did against Fallon, where she hung in there for as long as possible. She's doing the same here.
140.
Oh, she squeezed that last one in the treble there. Leaves a finish after 12. Winstanley responding
Lisa
well.
164.
With a rapid glance to the score.
100. Lorraine Carr 158.
The way that Lisa Ashton is going about her business. She wants an early night.
$54. Lisa Carr 64.
Well, she'll be looking to put this one to bed. We've been here before
Game
with
shown the
Lisa
third
Ashton.
leg,
That's how
Lisa
she opened
Ashton.
the night. And once again, a nice, clean, confident finish. Was there
Four-point
any
Lorraine
lag?
to
Was
through
there any
first. Game on.
reaction to that first missed darts for Lisa Ashton in the previous leg? No, none of it.
And here she is maintaining a 90-plus average once more.
100.
And looking comfortable. Looking like she could just play like that all night. She might.
43.
And it wouldn't be the first time.
$100.
Another ton for Winstanley. Back on her throw. Ashton. The moment that first one went in, you knew
140.
another was going to follow, but can't fill it up.
$60. $94.
This is quality from Ashton. So impressive.
$83.
Winstanley desperately trying to hang on to Ashton's coattails. We'll have first chance at a finish. Well, again, it's on her own
42.
throw.
Lorraine
We'll
Carr
need a break
158.
to win this match.
There's a lot of pokering going on up there, isn't there? Certainly when we can see from that front as the players go into the stage, there's a lot of eye rolling, a lot of grimaces.
58.
But the thing about that is your opponent stood behind you, can't see any of those reactions. Playing the cards
60.
very close
Lorraine
to the
Carr
chest.
100.
To send us all the way to a deciding leg. Options for Winstanley.
60. Lisa Carr 122.
Will she get a chance at tops? She will.
$86.
Interesting.
40.
Winstanley looking at 2 10s. Ashton sat on 36. You would think this has got to go, and it does go.
Inch on the fourth leg, Lorraine Winstanley.
Real credit to Lorraine Winstanley.
Fifth and final leg.
Forces
leads
us
the
to a
reverse.
last
Game
leg
on.
shootout. And this is a gritty display from Lorraine.
60.
I think one thing we've really got to draw a lot of credit on so far this evening is the finishing. Everybody taking their opportunities, whether it's first dart or third dart. We've very rarely had a
22.
player come to the hockey and not deliver what they've needed. The functionality of the finishing, I think I can only think of 2.
60.
It's a case of needs must. In a group such as this, like you said earlier, if you're not taking your chances, you're not going to get
81.
another.
83.
That's the good thing about the CVs and the reputations we've got here, because they'll all be very well aware of it.
$83.
But again, for Winstanley, it's not a bad dart. It's just had that deflection, and the dart has just skipped
60.
off into the one. Bit of a chance here, though, if she can find a big power visit.
$61.
Rescues it with that treble 19. 13 points separating these pair in the averages
56.
in favour of Ashton. Lorraine Winstanley has hung on in there in a brave display.
60.
She really is making Lisa Ashton earn it here.
140.
Well, that's where Lorraine Winstanley would have had her head down at the back of the stage, just praying to hear a score of 60 or less. Those prayers was not answered.
60.
Lisa
Lisa
Ashton, you
Carr,
feel, has probably
42.
got time here to get the second win of the day.
And in
Lisa on
rapid
the mat,
fashion,
Lisa
42 is dispatched for a 3-2 Lisa Ashton win. 2 out of 2 for the Lancashire Rose. She gets the win against a gallant Lorraine Winstanley. Bigger challenges to come now for Lisa this evening. After the break, Fallon Sherrick takes on Gemma HAYTER.
He will be disappointed with that. He wanted to have
Graham
one dart. for that.
requires 20.
Graham Usher wins the first game of Champions Night, and it was an absolute ripper. He hit one of them on tops. He missed one on double 12. Which one is it? It's the hit.
Outside opportunity for Andy Hamilton. Van der Velde should be getting a match start again here. He's already had one. Mr. Dart at tops for the match to win 4-1. And the Dart at double 16 gets the job done there for Jürgen van der Velde. He gets over the line with a 4-2-6.
Did he go for tops, or did he just overshoot the single? Jimmy doesn't care. Jimmy just looks to eat this up to make the semi-finals for the second time. Adam Kaplas has been eliminated. Keep us guessing. This time he's trying to leave double 18. He knows best, and he takes the lead. He is 2 darts away
Jeff requires 86.
from a Super Series final. He's 1 dart away. He doesn't need any more darts. Jeff Smith makes the Series 11 final. Is Usher losing his cool a little bit here?
Oh, absolutely. Right now, I'd say the head's gone. And you don't have long to recover. It is very, very short form at darts. Vansky's halfway to victory.
He only needs one more. Jimmy Vansky is yet again into a Modus Super Series final.
Flashback vibes. Can Jimmy Vansky do the same? Just needs the one treble here on the 19s. Finds it. For the ball.
101.
Oh, unlucky. A lot of pressure on it. He's going to split it. 2 darts for double fourth in the match.
Game. Shot. And the Modus Super Series 11 champion, Jim Smith.
Welcome back. Oh, welcome along if you're just joining us to the opening session of Group B in this Women's Week 5 here at the Modus Super Series, live and free on Pluto TV. Before the break, Lisa Ashton went 2 wins out of 2. And one of these 2 is about to do the same. Will it be Fallon Sherrick or will it be Gemma Hayter?
Looks like Fallon to throw first. Game on.
Someone's O has to go. Well, it's Sherrick that has the honour of throwing first this time.
58.
Well, before a dart was thrown, we saw the odds, didn't we, at the start of the campaign, which suggested there was going to be 3 women going through, and it was just in what order and who was going to top the table. This is the first time tonight that we're going to get to see those big 3, according to the odds compilers, go head-to-head. And it'd be interesting
63.
to see what the reaction's like as well from the players. Do they feel they need to do more? Gemma Hayter may have felt she needed to do more in the opening game. Yes, she got the win, but certainly didn't look comfortable within her action, did she? Was lunging that shoulder into the shot, the darts flying extremely wide.
95.
Dart kicking into the board. You'll certainly hope that this game just feels a little bit more effortless, a little bit more natural.
60.
These 2 faced each other in the women's match play last year. Fallon
43.
Sherrick getting the better of Gemma Hayter 4-3. Hayter looking to turn the tables.
45.
Again, we see a loose dart drift into that 5 segment.
59.
Now Hayter
100.
finding a business treble with a level turn. It's
She's not happy at all, is she, Gemma Hayter, tonight? Not settled. We're seeing the ghost throws,
85.
the phantom throws at the back
Gemma
of the stage,
Hayter,
just trying
131.
to find where that release point is. And you can see her tinkering. She's putting more in, she's taking less off, she's trying to float the dart, then she's trying to propel it. She is up
38.
there right now,
Fallon McCann, 98.
trying to work out the mechanics of her throw. And that's not the place you want to be doing it when you're up there against Fallon Sherrick.
58. Gemma McCann, 93.
nevertheless has an early opportunity to break. Double 18, wayward, double 9.
Game show on the first leg.
Right
Gemma
on the
Hayter.
button. And despite Hayter tinkering
Second leg, Gemma to throw first.
and
Game
working through this action, which she's clearly not happy with, she's broken the Sherrick throw at the earliest of opportunities.
Now, if I was to show you that clip there
60.
of Gemma Hayter walking to the board and taking out her darts, and I said, guess the score Gemma Hayter's just had, coming back doing a phantom throws after she collected the darts. You'd have said somewhere between 26 and 45. You would not have suggested she's just broke Fallon Sherrick in the opening leg with a 90-odd finish.
These are the high standards Gemma Hayter has set herself.
But with that becomes a lot of expectation of yourself.
59.
And she knows she's up against an opponent of the calibre of Fallon Sherrick.
100.
But the most important thing above all of this is the scoreboard, which is at the moment going in Gemma Hayter's favour. I think we've got two players up there right now, and we're just battling not only their opponent, but battling themselves.
77.
It can often happen in these games where there's a lot of mutual respect.
Waiting for someone to really take the initiative. It looks as though that Gemma Hayter is the one that's doing so. Sherrick looking now to fire back.
132. Gemma Carr, 158.
Is this the moment this match really springs into life?
94.
Now what can Sherrick do to keep Hayter honest here as Gemma approaches
57.
to double her
Gemma
lead?
Carr, 64.
64 required. One in hand at the double.
Game shot on the second leg, Gemma Hayter.
Finds the double. It's 2-0 Hayter.
Third leg Fallon to through first. Game on.
Something about that combination tonight, isn't there? 64. We've seen Lisa Ashton take it a few times. Now Gemma Hayter. Getting to the point where I see 64. I'm already going to get ready to award the leg. Patterns.
With this short format,
97.
Fallon can waste no more time here. Otherwise, this match would have gotten away from it. It's already in danger of doing so.
97.
Again, finds a treble when it mattered.
I think danger's a great word, actually, because if you think about these performances so far from Gemma Hayter, are they her best? Absolutely not. Has she got more in the tank?
60.
100%. And she's playing like this when she's feeling the way she visibly is right now. The danger is when Gemma Hayter settles. If you can't
100.
take advantage of it now, when she settles, she's going to win comfortably.
$81.
And the signs are there for Gemma Hayter just to be starting to click into gear.
100.
But Fallon, in this leg at least, has been much improved. Found a big treble on every visit.
99. Following the car, 104.
Keeps herself in touch. Sherrick. Livid with herself. After that, I'd almost done the hard work by finding
68.
the treble.
Gemma Carr, 164.
Hayter can't find a worldie
98.
to take the match, but
Following the car, 36.
again finds a big treble. Pressure applied on this
Game
36.
on the third leg, Fallon
Fallon
Sherrick.
Sherrick. Pressure is for tyres.
Fourth leg, Gemma to through first.
It's only
Game
a
on.
hold of throw. Both these players know, however, that if Sherrick could steal this current leg now, she would be
100.
throwing for the match.
The beauty of the format and the ruthless nature of the format as well.
140.
Certainly know when Super Series was first brought in and it was best of 7. There's quite a lot of people, certainly on the players' side, that had a little bit of
95.
panic until they got used to that format. This one, even stricter.
We're right, this is essentially
60.
one set. It's the best of one set. Whereas when both of these two play in the World Championships, you're almost only just getting going.
44.
Bit of a slip there for Gemma HAYTER, offering the opportunity here for Fallon Sherrick, but she's done that a lot tonight. Dropping the first start low, blocking the treble and having to run for cover.
134.
The good news is, though, she's very good at finding the cover.
$98. Following the car, 167.
Well, that was a crucial last start of the visit. Fallon, treble 19. Centre of the board.
142.
It was almost spectacular.
Gemini car, 164.
HAYTER has to follow. Can't find. Now the treble arrives.
$96. Following the car, 25.
Fallon Sherrick then to send us all the way and get that break back.
Being shown the fourth leg,
She
Fallon
does so with a minimum of fuss, and from 2-0 down, Fallon Sherrick
final leg, Fallon to through first.
is level
Game on.
and has the dart in this deciding leg.
I'm not sure she remembered that fact, though. Which tells me that she's just lost herself in this game, which is a good
44.
place to be. You're not thinking about who throws first. You're just worrying about your shot. The 3 darts that are in front of you, because ultimately that's all you can manage.
55.
She's managing herself back into this game very well. Again, the cover shooting for Fallon Sherrick, right on point.
That could well prove to be the difference. Great
140.
response from HAYTER.
There it is again. Bottom wire blocking up that treble 20 bed.
48.
The door is ajar for HAYTER. Well, she can't
42.
force it open. A bit of a let-off for Fallon.
$85.
Ton minimum, you would think, for HAYTER.
100.
And that's what she's got. She will have first dibs on a finish, but it's a biggie.
100. Gemini car, 164.
Sherrick will be expecting to get a chance at 90. She will get a chance at 90.
96. Following the car,
HAYTER
90.
will be ready to pounce should this not go. Match darts, double 15.
Getting shown the match,
Ruthless
Fallon
from Fallon Sherrick, and it is Fallon that matches Lisa Ashton once again and goes 2 wins out of 2 at the expense of Gemma HAYTER from 2-0 down. Sherrick wins 3-2. Both averaging in the 80s, both lethal on the outer ring. After the break, it's Laura Turner, Lorraine Winstanley.
Are you ready to lift that trophy, Darius? Yes. Let's do it then. Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series 9 champion is Lucky D, Darius Lewandowski!
Well, what a wonderful night of darts we have seen, and we are ready. Our champion is ready, and it's trophy time. So So receive the trophy. £25,000.
The new Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And one more time, the 8th Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And the new Modus Super Series champion is Andreas Dirty Harrison. And one more time, the 7th Modus Super Series champion. Give it up for Andreas Dirty Harrison.
The moment we've all been waiting for. Would you please show your appreciation for your Series 6 Modus Super Series champion, Scott Taylor?
One more time, your new Modus Super Series champion. He is Chucky. He is Jim McEwen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series champion, retaining his title, the Nuke, Luke Littler!
Halfway stage of night one then in Group B. And the early pace setters are the two from Group A. Lisa Ashton and Fallon Sherrick scoring big wins in last leg deciders against Lorraine Winstanley and Gemma HAYTER. As we take a look now at events back on stage, we will see the table. In the losses column, someone's has got to go now. In the wins column, Laura Turner has found it tough going so far. Lorraine Winstanley has had moments of brilliance and has shown a lot of grit and determination in trying to hang in there with the likes of Lisa Ashton, who has just been on another level so far this evening, Matt Edgar.
Oh, she's been superb, hasn't she, Lisa Ashton, so far, and looks every bit the one to beat so far.
First flag loaded to third first. Game on.
However, you do get that sense here of panic, or potential panic. We're early. There's lots of time left. We can sit here and we can say that. We can map out the journeys of the players
16.
to still put the loser of this game through. But when you're down there on the ground level in the tournament, in the Group B, and you lose that sort of position, you feel like you're chasing.
41.
There we see the Group B table. Ashton on top by a leg difference from Fallon Sherrick. Gemma HAYTER, one win from two.
41.
The other real protagonist according to the bookmakers. And Lorraine Winstanley and Laura Turner playing catch up at this stage at least.
3.
She's done it again.
It's plaguing her tonight. The dart going to the right-hand side, the dart in the one has been the miss all night for Lorraine Winstanley.
But the last time she did it, she went on to win the leg.
100.
Can she do the same this time? These two great friends off the hockey.
140.
Often travelling together, rooming together. So both will feel comfortable, you would think, on that stage, playing against one another.
100.
They've played on this stage before, haven't they? And gave us some very good games. And sometimes when you go up against a friend, you can settle. You find it easier.
100.
There's that narrative that it's hard to play against friends. It's hard to be aggressive against friends. But I would say it's easier to play them.
100.
Turn her down to a finish.
$25. Bottle your car,
Time
100.
will be on her side, something that she hasn't really had the benefit of so far. Decisions. Just looking
60.
to stick with the singles, knowing she'll be back for tops.
We're in there again, aren't we? That one again, Lorraine Winstanley. And if we're noticing it, I'm
62.
sure she is
Well,
as
you
well.
can't
And that will
40.
just become frustrating.
Getting shown the
One
first
area
leg,
of Laura Turner's game that has been so strong so far has been finishing.
Lorraine to through first. Game on.
And that trend is continuing. She's 1-0 up. Winstanley with work to do.
100.
But she has been a scrapper tonight, hasn't she, Lorraine Winstanley? Yes, she has gone down in the first couple of games to Fallon Sherrick and Lisa Ashton, but hasn't gone down
60.
without a fight.
No, it's been very resilient. Not least with that 118 checkout against Fallon Sherrick. And then forcing Lisa Ashton into
43.
a last leg decider. She's played both, the two at the top of the table, in her opening two matches.
That's inviting. If Laura Turner could choose where that first start was, it would have been exactly there in the board at that angle. And that's why. She can use that angle. She can use that dart. It makes the bed bigger.
22.
The first of the evening. There's no real signs of positivity for Laura Turner. Things are now finally starting to go her way.
57.
In a game like this that feels like they're both throwing jabs, that 180 becomes a bit of a
43.
haymaker move. But I don't have the stats on this, but I would say we're getting to the point here where Lorraine's almost hitting as many ones as she is 20s.
Yes, the obvious area of improvement needed for Lorraine Winstanley so far.
40.
This is on Lorraine's throw, of course, and Turner has stolen the darts. Because in large to that maximum earlier on in the leg.
95. Bottle your car, 164.
6 minimum from here then for Turner.
$60.
Chips away at a score. This is where Lorraine Winstanley has been strong in applying the pressure The trebles arrive. The big trebles arrive.
132. Warrior car 104.
The big trebles arrived for Laura Turner earlier on, but that's 9 darts, unable to find one, which has just left her in a spot of bother here, needing to take this shot, and it's on. Double 16.
72.
Just
Warrior car
pulls at the
66.
dart there. Laura Turner offering an opportunity to Lorraine Winstanley, who's been taking the chances when she's been given them so far this evening. That chance will be just the one dart at tops.
27.
And you just knew
Warrior
it
car
was going to go over
32.
to the one.
Turner then to convert. And for a break of throw.
Game shot on the second
There
leg.
it
Warrior
is.
Turner.
It wasn't wholly simplistic
Third
in
leg
the end.
Laura
The pressure
to
did
first.
arrive from Lorraine
Game on.
Winstanley. Laura Turner is now a leg away from her first win of this Group B campaign.
$97.
No doubt about it, this has been her best performance of the night so far. Already in her third match of four for the evening.
140.
That's more like it from Lorraine Winstanley.
Seems to be when Lorraine Winstanley's back against the wall, she comes out swinging. She would probably debate that she would rather come out swinging before she
60.
gets backed into the corners.
She will not go down without a fight, that is for certain.
100.
It's a good attribute to have, isn't it? A good characteristic.
Absolutely,
81.
especially in a round robin format such as this, where every leg counts, where so often we see here that groups can be decided by leg difference, by legs won.
83.
Every leg counts. So to have that quality in your arsenal, it can pay dividends.
59.
The damage has been done here for Lorraine Winstanley in the scoring phase of this leg. Of which Laura Turner did have the advantage of throw. Lorraine is going to
138.
turn this around. She's going to have to find 2 breaks, so needs to keep this level up.
Quick check of the score there from Turner.
100. What are your car? 40.
Winstanley battling back. Not for the first time. Again, slightly wayward though. That's
Game
more
shot on the
like it.
third
Dead
leg, Lorraine
centre.
Winstanley.
Gets a break back.
Fourth leg Lorraine to throw first. Game on.
And now looks to hold throw to send us all the way. For what would be the 4th consecutive match with the last leg decider.
85.
Fine margins. As expected in this group, really.
100.
Well, it was predicted, wasn't it? And it wasn't predicted in the sense of trying to big up the night or trying to sell the night. It was predicted in that's what we genuinely thought was going to happen in regards to the players, because there was nothing to really separate them between.
60.
And I would say, when we look at the opening couple of cycles of fixtures, everyone's shown strengths, everyone's shown weaknesses, except Lisa Ashton.
100.
Yeah, you're right. Even when she did lose a leg. It didn't phase her whatsoever and still just kept on powering on. Following the conclusion of this match, Lisa Ashton faces Fallon Sherrock. The two unbeaten table toppers at the early stage of Group B set to go head-to-head once more and renew their rivalry from Group A earlier in the week.
$140.
What can Turner find?
60.
Troubleless.
See, that'll be the one that disappoints her because, again, that first start looked quite inviting where she could just build on top of that. Would have expected at least one treble there. Now she moves to the back of the stage, watching, listening,
43.
hoping that happens. That Lorraine Winstanley has a visit without a power treble. Because Laura may fancy that she's got 6 darts from here to get the job done. Has to find a treble, though, you feel.
60. What are your car? 132.
Chipping away.
Everyone loves a 1-3-2 finish. Another. You can tell there she didn't really like the light.
72.
Barrels are quite
What are your car? 100.
bulbous, aren't they? And you can see her contemplating. Turner now is contemplating.
60. What are your car?
That could have
60.
got a bit hairy.
Yeah, just threw in the general area and it ended up going closer to the treble than the dart before. Double-double. An unintentional double-double. But it would have counted
40.
the same.
What are your car?
Laura
40.
Turner's intentions, though, are to find the exact same target here that Lorraine Winstanley just found.
Two tens.
30.
Goes
What are your
inside.
car? 20.
Match darts missed from Laura Turner. Lorraine Winstanley to send us all the way. Grazed the outside wire in her previous visit. Similar to that. Can't be found.
What are your car? 10.
Laura Turner returns. Can she finally convert this chance? More match darts. One more chance.
No score.
Grazes
What are
the
your car?
top
20.
wire. It's got nervy.
I go back to something I said at the very start of this game. I used the word panic, and that's what this feels like.
No score.
Never
What are your
really
car? 10.
threatened. In the over the 10 is an achievement in itself, but not at that moment. Could get awkward. Finds the big one to leave 2 twos.
8.
And once
What are
again,
your car? 20.
threatens the wire. And this leg has turned into an average destroyer. But we go
Fourth leg, Lorraine Winstanley.
to a last leg decider again here in Group B.
With the
Multiple
final leg, Laura did through
match
first.
darts missed from Turner. She has the darts in this last leg shootout.
And the question's going to be, which we'll get the answer to very, very quickly,
85.
Who's that going to damage the most?
Well, Laura will definitely be feeling like she should be back in the players' room now, having secured
60.
a win.
But if you're Laura, in that situation, you have to stand there and go, well, it was Lorraine's darts.
41.
Everything I had there was a bonus chance. This is where I'd expect myself to win the game. In this very leg.
Well, you used a jump out protocol earlier. I'm going to respond with a Keegan Brown one. He prefers throwing second in the last leg shootout.
Okay. I could probably hear him saying that. However, I reckon if it was 5-5 and you said you can have first or second, I don't think he's picking second.
$81.
I can see the headline on the YouTube video now. Edgar calls Keegan Brown liar, live on air.
Oh no, I'm sure all the newspapers have clipped that up already. I seem to get quoted on everything these days.
60.
Nip and tuck in this last leg decider between these two great friends.
60.
And it could come down to having that advantage of throwing first for Turner.
How ironic.
22.
The ones that have been plaguing Lorraine Winstanley throughout this match and throughout this evening have now come to be, well, I was going to say they've come to be her friend in the fact that Laura Turner finding a couple of them, but good rescue. Good saviour there from Winstanley.
118.
Backs it up well and asks Laura Turner an almighty question. This visit has to have a power treble.
Well, there's one of them.
Could have looked at the bullseye where with the last start as well.
122.
25 in the bull in this situation felt like it'd be the right play.
Staying with the 18s. Can't find the treble thereof, however.
90. What your car 93?
Does leave it sweet. This 93 has got to go, Laura. We're going for 14s. And Lorraine Winstanley will now have match darts. Maybe throwing second in a last leg decider
48.
works after all.
What your car 32?
Double 16. After Turner has missed a plethora of match darts herself, is now staring down the barrel of another defeat. And that has proven to be the case. Lorraine Winstanley gets her first victory at the expense of Laura Turner, who had her share of chances. But it's Winstanley who is the victor, coming from behind to win that last leg shootout. The fourth leg was an average killer, but after the break, the top two tussle. Ashton Sherrock. Welcome back to Women's Week 5 here at the Modus Super Series, live and free on Pluto TV. Top 2 of the table set to renew acquaintances now. The head-to-head so far this week as both Lisa Ashton and Fallon Sherrock took part in Group A. It's an encounter of which Fallon Sherrock has been dominating. She leads the head-to-head 2-1. However, she'll probably be feeling like it really should be 3-0 on Monday. Lisa Ashton got the better of Fallon Sherrock 3-2. Sherrock, however, 2 from 15
22.
on the doubles. Sherrock won 3-0 on Tuesday and 3-1 on Wednesday, averaging 103 to Lisa Ashton's
85.
98.8.
Safe to say they can bring the best out in each other.
140.
And that was kind of the case, wasn't it, when the women's series was first installed by the PDC? Sort of who wins the tournament? It was always the Fallon and Lisa show, wasn't it? Till various other players then interjected themselves into that system.
100.
But this feels like the classic rivalry, doesn't it? The El Clasico of women's darts.
140.
Yeah, both of these
139.
legends of the women's game.
142.
Sherrock looking to stay there. Bit of a deflection.
90. Lisa Carr 100.
Ashton never one for hanging around. Liked the lie, didn't she?
Following Carr 52.
But it proved fruitless on this occasion. One more at tops.
Getting shot at
And it's found an early break of throw as Fallon Sherrock looks to continue her dominance against Lisa Ashton. Bit of a sigh there from Lisa in the background.
Well, so far tonight for Lisa Ashton, everything bar that one shot in the previous game has all gone her way. And so far in this one, everything's gone against her. She just had a throw broken in the opening leg. It was a wayward last start there that left her in a worse position than she'd imagined to be. And she's going up against a very focused and determined, driven Fallon Sherrock here, who once again, very reactive early
99.
into this night. She fancies this tonight.
Yeah, as we mentioned earlier, all the signs have been there as if to say Fallon Sherrock is rediscovering her best form.
140.
Prime example. She's currently averaging 115.
94. Following Carr 82.
It's Ashton's turn to not quite know what's hit her here. Single 17, leaving the top of the board.
62. Lisa Carr 142.
Big ask here for Lisa Ashton. But she could be up to the task. Just
90.
pitch that one over the top of the flight and give Fallon Sherrock the opportunity to double the lead, confirm the breaker throw, and he's there. A 13 darter for Fallon Sherrock, who is stepping it up significantly here.
It's an improvement on yesterday's performance.
140.
Lisa Ashton isn't playing badly by any stretch of the imagination, as those averages demonstrate.
59.
Fallon Sherrock has really stepped it up a notch or
46.
two here. Of course, another followed. And another.
Lovely tight group in there as well for Fallon Sherrock.
54.
Repetition and feel all on point, which does go alongside with what we're seeing in that body language, in those expressions when she's got that
84.
180 with the opening 3 darts. She's thinking 9-darter. She is feeling that good.
121.
She's done it before on this stage. But if she's going to do it in this match,
100. Lisa
she
Carr,
actually needs Lisa
140.
Ashton to take out this 140. But I'm sure Fallon
60.
will
Fallon
take a
Carr,
whitewash
78.
winner's recompense, no problem. Single 20 for the double. Steps to the left.
58. Lisa Carr, 80.
Grazes the bottom wire. And a dart already in the board for good measure. Ashton now looking to climb the board.
60.
And it's
Fallon
her turn
Carr,
to go
20.
slightly low, and this could well be over before it's really began. For Ashton at least. Sherrick.
15. Lisa Carr, 20.
No good.
Reprieve for Lisa Ashton.
Again, shown the third leg.
Chased it
Lisa
around
Ashton.
and found it with a last dart in hand. They are a bit of a gut-wrenching
Fourth
blow.
leg Fallon to
When
through
you are
first.
Fallon Sherrick
Game
and you
on.
stood there watching and you see your opponent having to make that big switch across the board. Last chance saloon. Lisa Ashton, and she came out
57.
looking good. We've seen this a lot tonight though. One player kicks on, opens
81.
up an early lead, has an opportunity to win it, and then it all gets a little bit messy from that point.
Well, 4 out of the 6 completed matches so
140.
far have all gone to last leg deciders.
I would like to say I'm
85.
surprised, but when you see the lineup tonight, that was the expectation.
$76.
Ashton chasing a break
58.
opportunity. Can't afford troubleless visits. Sherrick now back in the ascendancy. In relentless fashion.
140. $47. Fallon Carr, 88.
And now Ashton has to hope. No real need to go 18s. Can just look
56.
to set it up a treat, which is exactly what Sherrick has done.
Yeah, great game awareness there. You could see Fallon Sherrick having a look over to the scoreboard to make sure it was safe to do so.
32.
And it was.
One more in hand. Match darts missed.
24.
And continue
Lisa Carr, 90.
to be missed. Ashton wasn't expecting to have a chance. She's going to get a chance at ball to send us all the way. The middle of the middle of the middle.
Fifth and final leg, Lisa to throw
Supreme
first.
finishing from Ashton. It was a breaker throw, Lisa. You've got the throw.
Well, Fallon
80.
Sherrick, another handful of darts, missed at a double. But there's interesting tells, isn't it? There's little signs. Fallon Sherrick stood at the back of the stage nodding along. She expected that to go
96.
from Lisa Ashton. And that's the respect and the expectation that she has built over the years.
100.
But in a way, that makes it easier to accept when it's in that situation. A player like Lisa Ashton's hitting it because it's okay, I expect that from Lisa. Let's go again. Nothing surprising.
100.
This is the sort of match where it's a bit of a shame it's only best of 5 legs. You could quite happily sit here and watch the best of 9 sets.
98.
A real ebb and flow.
$57.
Trebleless from Ashton. Sherrick looking to steal the darts away.
100.
We'll have first chance at a finish to eventually wrap this game up. Worst possible moment for Lisa Ashton
24. Following the car,
to have a visit like
107.
that.
She's got time, but you feel she's needed it. She's earned it, though, in regards to this leg. Always finding a treble every
71.
single visit. It's been a textbook leg. Apply the pressure to Lisa Ashton and see if she responds. But we're in that situation once again. Fallon Sherrick stood at the back of the stage with a handful of darts to win the
100.
match.
Following the car, 36.
Will it be this time for Fallon Sherrick? Double 18. Bends the wire.
No score. Lisa car, 80.
And still, this match continues, but for how much longer? It could be Ashton's turn to have match darts. She's got to go 25. She can't find the 25.
40. Following the car, 36.
Now then, Fallon. This time. Not a disaster.
4.
But it is disaster stations
Lisa
now.
car, 40.
Sherrick cannot believe this is happening. Ashton to maintain her 100% record.
30.
Misses match darts
Following
of
the
her
car,
own.
32.
Who wants it? Double 8. Desperate.
24.
And
Lisa
Fallon
car,
Sherrick
10.
is 2 from 20. And
It's
that
on the
is
match,
exactly
Lisa Ashton.
why she has not won this match. It's Lisa Ashton that gets the 3-2 win. Fallon Sherrick will certainly be feeling like she has thrown that away for Lisa Ashton's game. The doubling is why the averages are so low. It was a cracking encounter, but after the break, Lorraine Winstanley returns to face Gemma Hayter.
Charlie McGuire, 164. 44. 32. Charlie required 120.
Well, 120. He's got a fair, at least 2 handfuls of this. Just needs to stay
60.
there. That's a good shot. Halves his score. Leaves himself on a 2-darter.
$26. Charlie
Time on his
required
side
60.
to become back-to-back singles champion.
$40.
Definitely a couple of nerves in those last 2 darts. But he'll be coming back.
It's a moment he's been in before this situation. Standing at the back of the
81.
stage,
Charlie
approaching the
required
jockey with a
20.
chance to win the title.
He did this to win the first title, if you remember.
11.
I think he's gone.
Georgia
I think
require
he's gone to
118.
bust it, maybe. The first title he wanted 20. He went 6-7-7 to win it. He had a chance to replicate it again.
Yeah, I get the feeling that was for a bust, and
39.
on that
Charlie
situation there, George
require
Scaife wasn't even
9.
able to take it out going to the 18s on that switch.
Yeah, I think he just panicked a bit, but he's done well to get that big one.
Sometimes can be the hardest part.
Georgia requires
This is it.
79.
It's got to be 19s. It's got to be 19s for this shot. Big 20 and a double. He's got the first one. He's going to get a match dart here.
59. Charlie
Threw the entire
McGuire,
body into that
8.
one. Just didn't want to let go of the dart.
No score.
He's given George a chance.
George McGuire, 20.
I think George has been quite good on double 10 today.
So many opportunities for Charlie Murphy.
Go
Couldn't get the job done.
Got out the match! And the Red Dragon
George
Modus
Skate.
Super Series Influencers Champion, George Skate!
Welcome back. Before the break, big moment in this Group B. Lisa Ashton defeating Fallon Sherrick by 3 legs to 2. Fallon Sherrick 2 from 20 on the doubling, which cost her dearly in that match. Now we see Lorraine Winstanley set to take on Gemma HAYTER. Both these with a win under their belts. But you would certainly feel, Matthew Edgar, like there is definitely more to come from both.
Yes, absolutely. However, does Gemma HAYTER think that right now? That has been my assessment the whole time so far for Gemma HAYTER this evening, in the fact that she's never
81.
once looked settled, she's never looked idealistic, the throw, the technique hasn't quite been there. And we've seen her get reactive to this, and if that is the
95.
case, if she feels like the throw's off, if she could start reacting very early, could become vulnerable at some point. There's one player
81.
you'd put high on the list of being able to exploit vulnerability over the years. It'd be Lorraine Winstanley, a seasoned and travelled veteran now of the sport.
100.
I suppose the area of improvement required for Lorraine so far this evening has been, well, A, stop drifting into the ones, a la that, and 2, starting matches
62.
stronger.
Been chasing, hasn't she, Lorraine Winstanley, throughout this evening so far?
60.
She did chase down Laura Turner to success, coming from 2-0 down to win 3-2. The last 5 matches have all gone to last leg
99.
deciders. Could we be on for 6 in a row? It would not be a surprise at all, but this is
140.
much better from HAYTER.
Asking the question of Lorraine Winstanley on her own throw.
100.
Oh, what a dart
Gemma
that was.
106.
What a great dart to provide the answer to those questions. Hang on a minute.
66. Lorraine 78.
Covering the top wire. Pressure now on this 78. Single for double. There's the single. And there's the double.
Lorraine Winstanley.
It's only a hold of throw, but that will give heart to Lorraine Winstanley. She has started this match a lot better, a lot stronger than her previous encounters this evening.
96.
And resisting a good challenge there from Gemma HAYTER, looking to get that early breaker throw. Wasn't like Gemma came out and played like she has been doing so far tonight. She has stepped it up in this game.
140.
But are we starting to see here just exactly what a win on the stage can do in regards to
60.
the confidence, the lifting that you get from that? Because Lorraine Winstanley did turn that round, didn't she, in the last game, 2-0 down to Laura Turner. Ended up winning by 3 legs to 2.
40.
Sometimes we can see people grow with a victory. We can see people grow with that little bit of confidence.
Brilliant from HAYTER. Has left a bogey. Well, hitting a max is never a bad thing.
41.
There's a lot of great observations to make in this game so far. And I think on Gemma HAYTER's point, she is looking so much more relaxed now, isn't she? So much more rhythm within her throw. So much more timing there. Not needing the need to go through the routines that she has been doing this evening so far. She's often been seen at the back of the stage with phantom throws and just trying to get some
81.
form of feel within that arm and that release.
Wayward. Double 5.
30.
Could have maybe have elected to bust the score there. Double 5. Never wholly simplistic.
95. Jamie McCarr 10.
Now HAYTER looking to see off this leg where she scored brilliantly. There's beautiful setup play, and she does convert that into a winning leg.
Third leg, Lorraine, she threw first. Game
Good
on.
standard on our hands here. Good battle emerging.
$59.
For HAYTER, though, she has to find a breaker throw somewhere. As we keep alluding to tonight, it's only best of 5. There's not a lot of time to find
58.
it.
Again, having to switch to the 19s.
59.
Can't find a big treble. Following on from this match, there'll be 2 more matches to bring you in this evening's session. Fallon Sherrick set to face Laura Turner next, with Gemma HAYTER returning then to round off the card, where she faces Lisa Ashton in a repeat of that tremendous 61. WADC Tour final. What a match that was. HAYTER getting the victory on that occasion, of course. She's had some tremendous days and nights here on the Super Series stage as Gemma HAYTER.
140.
It is almost like a home match for her. She's only from down the road in Gosport.
Big advantage.
100.
Nothing better than being able to go home at the end of a night of darts. However, just to counter-argument my own point there, some people like the
100.
feeling of being away and like the feeling of being in the hotel, that it's actually replicating to what they're used to. Richie Howson, when he played in the Seniors World Championship
84.
at the Circus Tavern, lived
Ryan
5 minutes
Newcar,
away,
82.
but still booked himself into the local hotel, just so he had that same vibe.
Double 8.
66. Jamie McCarr 160.
Convert after finding the ball. HAYTER looking for a showpiece, but, well, she said it herself. Rubbish.
25. Lorraine McCarr 16.
Winstanley for 2-1.
Getting shown the third
Finds
leg,
double
Lorraine
8.
Stanley.
And with the minimum of fuss,
Fourth leg, Gemma to throw first. Game on.
is really worrying HAYTER now. Gemma has it all to do from here.
134.
Well, visits like that shows why she is the reigning Women's Week champion here.
7.
It's very much beyond an observation now, to the point where I'm expecting it and I'm now looking at where it's coming from. And the issue here for Lorraine Winstanley is just the urge to kick the thumb into the throw. And that thumb's just coming under the hand rather than there where she's sort of like flicking and pushing at the dart. The tendency is just to let the thumb kick under the hand, which is causing that kick of the dart and also the darts to go over into the 1.
$60.
Well, that looks inviting for Lorraine Winstanley.
100.
Can't find another treble to go with the first of the visit. It's certainly threatening
81.
to wrap this match up at the earliest opportunity here. HAYTER has left a bogey number again. Winstanley
100.
is on a finish. HAYTER needs a big treble.
43.
And one cannot be found.
157.
Danger for Gemma HAYTER. Could this be the opportunity for Lorraine Winstanley to fire herself into contention for qualification to finals night on Saturday?
100.
That'll
Gemma
do.
123.
HAYTER needs to find something.
55.
For now at least. Has to hope. This is for the match.
And this has been a strength this evening.
Game shot on the match.
And that perfectly illustrates the point. Lorraine Winstanley 3-1 win over Gemma HAYTER to blow the qualification spots wide open. Back-to-back successes for Lorraine. And that is a huge scalp at the expense of the reigning champion. Fallon Sherrick takes on Laura Turner after this break. Two more matches to bring you this evening then on the opening night of Group B. And how will Fallon Sherrick react? In her previous match, she was coasting to a comfortable success. But after missing 18 darts at double, found herself on the wrong side of a 3-2 scoreline against table topper Lisa Ashton. But you could say the same about Laura Turner, who was in a similar position against Lorraine Winstanley, but fell foul to Winstanley, who backed up that win impressively against Gemma Hayter before the break. So Sherrick looking to get back on track. Both of these looking to end their night with a big win.
She put a smile on the face, didn't she, Laura Turner, at the back end of that game after missing those doubles, but you could see when she was walking off how much it actually hurt her to have that opportunity to get that win and ultimately keep herself really in contention here, because when you look at that win in the last game for Lorraine Winstanley and what we expect that Gemma Hayter's potentially going to go do, maybe in the last game, if not then probably tomorrow, you'd say Laura Turner is now up against it.
58.
Yeah, don't forget, of course, Laura Turner was runner-up in the second Women's Week here. More often than not, finds a way to the Saturday. But we'll be up against it tomorrow night. It's certainly going to be a very interesting Friday at the Live Lounge, not least in Group C in the afternoon session. A four-way tie at the top of the table.
100.
Something's got to give. Only two can qualify to join Rhiannon O'Sullivan, the Group A winner, on finals night here on Saturday, where you could be here as well.
60.
Dartshop.tv, as always, for your tickets to join us here in Portsmouth. Tickets still available. They are in short supply.
105.
Nice visit from Turner. Leaves the biggest finish of them all.
140. Wildcard 170.
That's a good response from Sherrick. Just the wrong side of the wire, and that's got a sting because the second dart was brilliant.
94. Follow the car 98.
Fallon isn't hanging around, and there's no double trouble this time.
Second leg loaded in
Nil
the
up.
first. Game on.
Neat and tidy finish, clinical.
It's ironic that this is the game that ends the night, really, for Laura Turner. Laura Turner did an interview this very week, didn't she? In which Fallon Sherrick was the topic of conversation. And she was saying about how Fallon Sherrick now is on a period of rebuild, reevaluate. Obviously, things didn't go well for Fallon Sherrick when she went to Q School. Didn't go well for her at the World Championship, but this was a year Fallon Sherrick wasn't originally going to be playing darts. She was originally going to be taking a year off. However, due to a change in health, for the positive, it's allowed her to play this year, which maybe means she's currently playing in no man's land, essentially. 34. She's in the area where she didn't really have any sort of idea what it was going to look like.
I don't think there's anything wrong with being selective either. Choosing which tournaments to play and doing things on your own terms, whether you're on the Pro Tour or whether you're on this side of the fence. There are options. And being selective isn't always a bad thing.
For sure.
57.
Because at the same time, you've got to make sure that you're still enjoying what you're doing. It can't feel like a chore. It can't be, oh, I've got to get up and practice. Oh, I've got to go to
87.
darts. You've got to want to do it in the first place. When you're doing it all the time, you can lose that bit of drive, which ultimately will stop adrenaline in moments like this.
$45. Following the car,
Sherrick has started this match much like her previous one, where she raced into a 2-0 lead.
40.
Turner not really competitive in this second leg. When you looks out, those darts just keep on going the wrong side of that wire.
The frustration's starting to kick in as well, isn't it? You can see that. But Laura Turner, Alan Sherrick is very well aware. She is somebody that studies. She'll be someone that'll watch.
29.
And she'll see what's going on in front of her. Not only in regards to where the darts are landing, giving her that bit of advantage, but we'll see the change in the demeanour of Laura Turner. And we'll know the league table that Laura's at the bottom, and we're almost in desperation hour now for Laura. If she loses
60.
this, she's in that
Following
horrible
your car,
position where
40.
you come in on day 2 and you feel the job's already done, and you're just
Shot on the
fulfilling
second leg, Fallon
obligation.
Sherrick. Third leg, Fallon to throw first. Game on.
So Sherrick has that 2-0 advantage. Looking to serve this leg out
55.
to round off her night with a whitewash win. It has been tough going for Laura Turner tonight.
That's the concern for me right now, that flyer dart. Having so many darts at the minute where she's just
26.
losing the range, and there it is again. Just completely lost all feel on that release.
55. $100.
Better. Needs to find that consistency, and time is running out.
$41.
Good recovery the last dart. Just flicked at dart 1 and 2. A sign that she's just trying to force it to happen. Knows the importance of the win here, but probably also knows the importance
100.
of a sizable win. Because the leg difference isn't too great for Fallon right now, coming into this game.
134.
Once again, superb cover shooting from Sherrick.
It's been a real strength tonight, hasn't it, for Fallon? That's been her key asset. There it is again for Laura. A wild
81.
flyer dart.
Ominous signs.
100.
Time is of the essence for Turner. Needs to make an impression. This is now at the mercy of Fallon Sherrick. 116 to round off her night in style. Opting to move across and
41.
stick with the 20s, which maybe, with hindsight of course, wasn't the best decision. And Turner can't find the 3-dart combination out required
60. Following the car,
to stay
75.
alive in this match. And it's going to be 2 match darts for Fallon Sherrock. Good guide.
63. Following the car,
Can't
93.
serve the match out at the moment, at least.
We've been here before. Fallon 2 legs to the good. Couldn't get the job done. Kept missing match start after match start. Laura Turner not able to capitalise, but can Fallon Sherrock finally cross the line?
69. Following the car, 12.
Great last. Sherrock. Bottom of the board. Now then. Panic over.
The match, Fallon
And
Sherrock.
Fallon Sherrock does indeed finish her night with a flourish. A whitewash win over Laura Turner. That will certainly aid Sherrock's leg difference as she is set to renew rivalry with Lisa Ashton tomorrow. Our final match of the session is after the break. It's HAYTER against Ashton.
Treble 17, which he gets. Bullseye for the win. Absolutely incredible.
Oh, you just know.
bang on cue. Come on, it's fishy time.
One more. This will be amazing.
Is it double top? Double 12.
As the champion, it's match start.
Will get a match start at the bottom. There it is.
The time is now.
A new champion will rise.
These are nights as dart players you absolutely dream of.
Charlie Mamby!
Series 13 will be very lucky for someone, and it all gets underway on Monday morning. Week 1 lineup. There you have it. Series 1 champion Conan Whitehead returns. Rising Stars champion Henry Coates returns. Another former series champion in the shape of Jim McEwen. He returns as well as Adam Savada, fresh off the back of that Alexandra Palace appearance. George Killington also makes his live lounge debut. Danny Ayres, the ever dangerous Danny Ayres, is back, as well as Lee Cox. What a week to get going. We go again. Series 13, Monday morning. Final match of the evening is Gemma Hayter against Lisa Ashton. Ashton started the session with a bang and is looking to finish it in identical fashion. Gemma Hayter, by her own high standards, I don't think it would be unfair to say it's been slightly below par. And you've noticed throughout the evening, Matthew Edgar, that all might not be totally well with Gemma's action tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not been there, has it, for Gemma Hayter? And you feel it in yourself. And that's the battle. When you're battling yourself rather than your opponent, that's where the problem lies. And that's where it's been for Gemma Hayter tonight. Lisa Ashton,
85.
The total opposite. Fluency, rhythm, everything you're going to want in a game of darts has been going the way for Lisa Ashton tonight. To the point she can just get up there confident and deliver her best performance.
You could certainly argue like maybe she got away with one a bit against Fallon Sherrick. Well, you make your own luck. Fallon missed her doubles. Lisa didn't.
140.
But this is a really tough game to round off your evening. 100. And of course, this will be the match that opens the card in tomorrow's session.
$85.
Well, Gemma Hayter, if she doesn't win this by a certain scoreline, will overnight not be in a qualifying position.
111.
Now then, tops.
Game shot the first leg, Gemma Hayter.
What were you saying? She's back in business, is Hayter.
Second leg, Lisa to throw first. Game on.
Throwing quicker as well at the moment, Gemma Hayter. It's almost as if she's
97.
just said, well, I've tried things, I've tried caring, I've tried pushing, I've tried propelling, I've tried lobbing. She's changed the throw tonight. The little key intricacies of the throw have moved and altered so many times throughout this evening that it's almost like she's just gone, just turn 100. It all off and just throw the dart.
Could it potentially be slightly unintentional as well, given the fact that she's
44.
Facing Lisa Ashton, who in herself is absolutely rapid?
Yes, absolutely. 100%. So many times you'll go up against a quick player who can just pull you into their whirlwind. Yes, you want to play at your own pace, but ultimately that can also be dictated by your opponent. If they're presenting you the hockey very quickly, you feel like you're always there, like there isn't an opponent. And then vice versa, you go up against someone who's a little bit slower and they'll dictate the pace in the fact that they're going to control your off-the-hockey movement. They're going to slow you down. You're going to be stood at the back for longer. So absolutely.
97.
Combine that with the fact that the last time these two faced each other on this stage, as Ashton eyes a ton plus checkout of her own. What a way to fire back. Top quality.
To throw first. Game on.
And another top quality match between these two, though. I was about to reference the last time these two faced each other on this stage was that WADC Tour final.
55.
HAYTER got the better of Lisa Ashton just in a fantastic
95.
tussle. HAYTER knows she's been there on this stage and done it against Lisa Ashton.
140.
Get the vibe of two players really enjoying
58.
the battle here as well. Which is when you really enjoy your darts. Nothing worse than feeling like it's
96.
effort, feeling like you've got to try all the time. Because that's draining, that's tiring. That's when you go back to the hotel room and you
140.
feel like you've been in battles. Which makes it very hard to manage a week.
40.
That's the first sort of minor slip from HAYTER there. But does, however, still leave a finish. Ashton can't capitalise.
I don't understand the switch there either. We know what the switch is here. It's the bullseye for Gemma HAYTER.
124.
Fine effort there for Gemma HAYTER. Didn't have to go for it. Lisa Ashton back on the 180, which,
60.
again, I go back to
Gemma
that
O'Carl,
switch down set.
46.
It wouldn't have left a finish.
Well, we saw earlier tonight Ashton electing to manage the board instead of going for a showpiece. HAYTER went for it and still comes out on top in that leg.
Game on.
HAYTER saving her best display to
42.
last. She won't want the night to end.
Strong deflection there, though, for Lisa Ashton. Carrying her into that treble one, offering
85.
an opportunity here for Gemma HAYTER, who semi-accepts it.
59. $59.
Should HAYTER go on to convert this into a win, that would see Fallon Sherrick top the table
60.
overnight, despite that earlier defeat at the hands of Lisa Ashton. So both groups C and
60.
B could well be perfectly poised going into decision day.
83. $57.
Again, a little bit puzzling there. Had Gemma HAYTER been successful with that switch to the treble 19, would have left her on a bogey
140.
number.
And the ghost throw returned as well. And Ashton capitalised on a last leg
85.
decider.
Alicia Carr, 117.
Now looks highly likely.
Certainly now after that great recovery there from Lisa Ashton.
89. Gemma
Well,
Carr,
it's not
155.
too damaging, still leaves her a finish.
Yeah, that'll do.
$100.
It's
Alicia
Ashton
Carr,
now who
28.
hasn't given up hope of herself topping this Group B table overnight. 777.
14. Gemma Carr, 55.
And the tables have turned so quickly in a rapid encounter. It's Gemma HAYTER who has match darts, bends that top wire
35.
and goes too
Alicia
low.
Carr, 14.
And you cannot give
Finish on the
Lisa
fourth leg,
Ashton
Lisa
opportunities. As Fallon Sherrick discovered
To the
herself,
final leg, Gemma to throw first. Game on.
an opportunity missed for HAYTER. However, she does throw first in this last leg shootout. Will it be beneficial though?
41.
Well, she hasn't used the advantage.
100.
In that situation, you do need 2 trebles to really wrestle the throw. It still allows HAYTER to get that throw advantage back.
58.
You can make 1 slip. You can't make 2.
100.
And you feel that'd be enough for Lisa Ashton if she can find that big 1-power treble every single visit. Because she's just constantly applying pressure to Gemma HAYTER, who that dart's kicked straight across the treble.
49.
There was no way in for Gemma HAYTER and nothing on the cover.
And once again now,
140.
last leg shootouts, it's the player throwing second that is in control. Could Keegan Brown be
80.
onto something?
Lisa Carr,
No.
161.
I'm not buying in. If you can
81.
point me to one game Keegan Brown volunteered to throw second in a last leg shootout, I'll buy in.
$121. Lisa Carr, 80.
So that after surviving match darts, oh no, a sickener. Needed the 25 first.
And gave the full respect there to Gemma HAYTER as well to go that route.
64.
She feels in the back of her mind
152.
that Gemma HAYTER is capable of this finish.
She is more than capable. It just doesn't happen on this occasion.
41.
And after missing
Lisa
match
Carr,
darts,
16.
is now at the mercy of Lisa Ashton, who
Being shown the
goes
match,
on
Lisa Ashton.
to ping the winning double and will top Group B overnight. Again, Ashton has to survive opportunities from her opponent to reel off the match, but Lisa Ashton has made her own luck. She has been sublime over the course of this evening, and Julie runs the card. We'll be going over what we just seen after this.
You will be disappointed with that. He wanted to have
Graham
one dart for the match.
requires 20.
Graham Usher wins the first game of Champions Night, and it was an absolute ripper. He hit one of them on tops. He missed one on double 12. Which one is it? It's the hit.
Outside opportunity for Andy Hamilton. Van der Velde should be getting a match start again here. He's already had one. Mr. Dart at tops for the match to win 4-1. And the Dart at double 16 gets the job done there for Jurgen van der Velde. He gets over the line with a 4-2.
Did he go for tops, or did he just overshoot the single? Jimmy doesn't care. Jimmy just looks to eat this up to make the semi-finals for the second time. Adam Kaplas has been eliminated. Keep us guessing. This time he's trying to leave double 18. He knows best, and he takes the lead. He's 2 darts away
Jeff requires 86.
from a Super Series final. He's 1 dart away. He doesn't need any more darts. Jeff Smith makes the Series 11 final. Is Usher losing his cool a little bit here?
Oh, absolutely. Right now, I'd say the head's gone. And you don't have long to recover. It is very, very short format darts. Vansky's halfway to victory.
He only needs 1 more. Jimmy Vansky is yet again into a Modus Super Series final.
Flashback vibes. Can Jimmy Vansky do the same? Just needs the 1 treble here on the 19s. Finds it. For the ball.
140.
Oh, unlucky. A lot of pressure on it. He kind of split it. 2 darts for double fourth in the match.
Game! Shot! And the Modus Super Series 11 champion, Jim Smith!
Night one of a blockbuster Group B, done and dusted then, and it is Lisa Ashton who runs the card on night one. Had to write a look at times, but she's made her own look as she was simply superb, in particular at the start of the evening. Fallon Sherrick certainly had her opportunities. Gemma Hayter had match darts against Ashton herself. And there we see it. Ashton, 4 wins out of 4, 8 points in the bag. Sherrick just there on 6. And it's Lorraine Winstanley who currently occupies the 3rd qualification spot heading into decision day. Welcome back to the studio then. Fantastic night's play. How would you sum it up?
A bit puzzled, to be perfectly honest. I said before a dart was thrown, I expected it to be extremely tight, and I didn't think anyone would dominate the field. However, we saw that with Lisa Ashton tonight. Lisa Ashton was exceptional. From the very first throw when she kicked off the night with 180 to coming off the stage there in the final game, she was brilliant. Everything about Lisa Ashton tonight just oozed confidence. The way in which she delivered her throw, the way in which she strutted around the stage, the pace in which she played, the focus. Everything about Lisa Ashton tonight was the same Lisa Ashton that picked up 4 Women's World Championships.
Yeah, she was really forcing the issue, wasn't she? And forcing her opponents into mistakes. That game against Fallon could have gone either way. The game against Gemma could have gone either way, but she's made her own look and levels above in the end.
Absolutely, and rightfully so at the top of the table now, looking comfortable for qualification. But this moves beyond qualification now for Lisa Ashton. This is now, can she win the group? And if she continues the way she did today, I think she wins it doing the same again tomorrow. Because, like you mentioned, she's had darts against her tonight, but it felt like there was still a little bit more in the tank for Lisa Ashton, where for everybody else tonight, it felt a little bit like the room got too much respect. We had a lot of respect up here at the start of the night for the room and for the players in there. We heard from the players about how hard it'd be. Me coming out the hotel earlier on to come down here, even the players that are in the other groups was talking about how tough tonight's group is. And I think there was a lot of respect up there on the stage. And tomorrow it needs to be the gloves are off because there's important points to play for.
Fallon Sherrick, minus those doubling misdemeanors against Lisa, has been impressive in her own right.
She has, and I do think those doubles will cost her when we evaluate this at the very end, certainly in regards to the group winner, but she's more than done enough to put herself in a very, very good position here. It feels like, on the balance of what we've seen so far, the 2 people we talked about, Lisa Ashton and Fallon Sherrick, are most likely to be going through, with a battle then emerging for that 3rd place.
And it's Lorraine Winstanley who currently occupies 3rd at the expense of Gemma Hayter. Both of whom have had sort of muddling nights, but credit to Lorraine, she's really dug in and picked up some big wins.
I think we described her as a battler and a grafter, didn't we, in commentary this evening? And that sort of summarises exactly how her evening's gone. She's done nothing spectacular, but she's done enough. Has she done enough to put herself in the mix for qualification? Absolutely. She's got a 2-point advantage at the moment over Gemma Hayter. But you feel like she's going to need a little bit more tomorrow, because on the balance of play tonight, Gemma Hayter underperformed. Massively underperformed. And I mean that from a place of compliment, not from a place of criticism, because she's a lot better than what we saw this evening. And I do think that tomorrow we see a much, much better version of Gemma Hayter. So with that in mind, Lorraine has to find some points.
With Gemma, despite the defeat, the signs were there of the tide turning for her in that final match of the session.
There was, but Again, the rhythm was there at the start. It wasn't concerning. And then the second something went wrong, you could see the distress signals going up straight away, which again just tells me that she feels something is wrong. She's not got something in the field. She could go up there and hit a 9-darter, but if you don't feel like you're throwing the darts correctly, you get no confidence from that because you think at some point this is going to stop. And that's my assessment of Gemma HAYTER tonight. Something was off. We can't visibly see it, but feel versus real came into play tonight, and she was feeling something was wrong.
And just a quick word on Laura Turner. She felt as though at the start of the night she'd been stitched up by the crew a little bit, being placed in this group, and she's been so up against it.
She really has. And the one thing I would say with the performance of Laura Turner this evening was it just felt a bit rusty. There was chances there, was opportunities there. But when you're rusty, when you ask yourself for performance, when you require something, when you say, now's the time to take this opportunity, and you go digging, you quite often don't have the results. And that's what it felt like tonight. A bit of game rust, a little bit of, we've just come off the back of the World Championships and she's had a lot of other media commitments going on. I think she'll be better tomorrow, but the damage is done for Laura.
Matthew, thank you for your company this evening. Let's do it all over again tomorrow. That is all we have time for this evening. Things are perfectly placed going into decision day tomorrow. Still plenty more coming up on the Modus Super Series channel here on Pluto TV. Break a Throw next up, featuring Mikuru Suzuki and Kirsty Hutchinson, and 1 o'clock tomorrow for the culmination of Group C, and 10 o'clock is your time for Group B. And don't forget, if you can't be here in Portsmouth for finals night, Saturday 7:30, we are live for finals night of Women's Week 5 and Series 13. We go again, Week 1, Monday 9:30, to do it all over again. Group C and B then are perfectly poised ahead of grandstand finales. Do not miss either one. Join us tomorrow. Bye for now.
What a finish! What a man! The drum roll finishes, and the target is hit. And it was it!
And it comes on finals night, and it's a knockout push.
Dirty Harrison! Van Velzen!
You will be disappointed with that. He wanted to have
Graham
one dart.
requires 20.
Graham Usher wins the first game of Champions Night, and it was an absolute ripper. He hit one of them on tops. He missed one on double 12. Which one is it? It's the hit!
Outside opportunity for Andy Hamilton. Van der Velde should be getting a match start again here. He's already had one. Mr. Dart at tops for the match to win 4-1. And the Dart at double 16 gets the job done there for Jurgen van der Velde. He gets over the line with a 4-2-6.
Did he go for tops, or did he just overshoot the single? Jimmy doesn't care. Jimmy just looks to eat this up to make the semi-finals for the second time. Adam Kablas has been eliminated. Keep us guessing. This time he's trying to leave double 18. He knows best, and he takes the lead. He's 2 darts away
Jeff requires 86.
from a Super Series final. He's 1 dart away. He doesn't need any more darts. Jeff Smith makes the Series 11 final. Usher losing his cool a little bit here.
Oh, absolutely. Right now, I'd say the head's gone, and you don't have long to recover. It is very, very short form at darts. Vansky's halfway to victory.
He only needs one more. Jimmy Vansky is yet again into a Modus Super Series final.
Flashback vibes. Can Jimmy Vansky do the same? Just needs the one treble here on the 19s. Finds it. For the ball.
101.
Oh, unlucky. A lot of pressure on it. He's going to split it. 2 darts for double fourth in the match.
Game.